دوستای نهایت عزیز، بازم سلام خدمت همه شما. آرزو دارم که صحتمند باشین، جور باشین و شاد پر از خوشی ها باشین. بازم رخسار صادقی از طریق چینل انگلیش کلاس با خدمت شما عزیزا هستم. دوستای نهایت عزیز، بازم قسمی که میبینین بخش داستان است، بخش استوری از کتاب سوم شما و یونت 14 کتاب 4000 Essential English Word و First Editionش است که خدمت شما تقدیم میکنم. امیدوار هستم که درس مورد علاقه شما قرار بگیره و سوال داشتین، نظری داشتین، میتونین در آخر ویدیو با ما شیر کنین. خب میریم از به صنف خود، یونت 14 بخش داستان و کتاب سوم شما.
The Helpful Apprentice. There was once a small restaurant. People said that the best chef in the world worked there.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. به نام خداوند یکتا آغاز میکنیم. The Helpful Apprentice، شاگرد مفید. There was once a small restaurant. زمانی بود که یک رستوران کوچک وجود داشت.
But the chef was a horrible person to work for.
People say that the best chef in the world worked there. مردم میگفتن که بهترین آشپز سرآشپز جهان در اونجا کار میکنه. But the chef was a horrible person to work for. اما سرآشپز آدم وحشتناکی بود برای کار کردن.
Or he was impolite and scolded his workers all the time.
He was impolite and scolded his workers all the time. او یک شخص بیادب بود و همیشه کسایی که زیر دستایش بود، کارگرایش، اونا را همیشه سرزنش میکرد. Listen once again. There was once a small restaurant. People said that the best chef in the world worked there. But the chef was a horrible person to work for. He was impolite and scolded his workers all the time.
The chef had a young apprentice. The apprentice's first priority was to make the best food in the world.
The chef had a young apprentice. یعنی امی سرآشپز یک شاگرد جوان داشت. The apprentice's first priority was to make the best food in the world. یعنی خود کاری که باید میکرد یک شاگرد نوآموز و یا اولین اولویت کار یک شاگرد نوآموز ای بود که باید بهترین غذا را آماده کنه، بهترین غذای جهان آماده کنه.
He was happy to have a good teacher, but he didn't like the chef.
He was happy to have a good teacher. بسیار خوشحال بود که یک استاد خوب داره. But he didn't like the chef. اما سرآشپز دوست نداشت. The chef had a young apprentice. The apprentice's first priority was to make the best food in the world. He was happy to have a good teacher, but he didn't like the chef.
The boy was a diligent worker, but
The boy was a diligent worker. بچگک بسیار یک کارگر کوشا بود، یعنی کوشش میکرد. Diligent means کوشا.
the chef scolded him more than anyone else.
But the chef scolded him more than anyone else. اما سرآشپز او را نسبت به دیگران بیشتر سرزنش و توهین میکرد.
Then one day, the chef got great news.
Then one day the chef got great news. یک روز سرآشپز یک خبر تازه دریافت کرد.
The emperor wanted to have dinner there that night.
The emperor wanted to have dinner there that night. یا امپراتور میخواست که شام خود در اونجا صرف کنه. Once again, the boy was a diligent worker, but the chef scolded him more than anyone else. Then one day the chef got great news. The emperor wanted to have dinner there that night.
He was very excited. He was working very fast.
He was very excited. بسیار هیجان زده بود. He was working very fast. کارش به بسیار عجله شروع کرد.
And he made a mistake.
He made a mistake. و از پیشش اشتباه شد.
Cut his hand with a knife, and it started to bleed.
He cut his hand with a knife. دستش با چاقو برید. And it started to bleed. و ای شروع کرد به خونریزی کردن.
The apprentice gave him a bandage, but the chef still couldn't cook.
The apprentice gave him a bandage. شاگرد جوانش برش یک بنداج داد. But the chef still couldn't cook. اما سرآشپز تا هنوزم نمیتونه که آشپزی کنه. He was very excited. He was working very fast and he made a mistake. He cut his hand with a knife and it started to bleed. The apprentice gave him a bandage, but the chef still couldn't cook.
The chef started to panic. The apprentice tried to assure him.
The chef started to panic. خب اینجا سرآشپز شروع به وحشت کرد. The apprentice tried to assure him. اما شاگرد جوانش میخواست که او را مطمئن بسازه.
Everything will be okay, he said, but the chef was still afraid. Then they
Okay. Everything will be okay. برش گفت که همه چیز خوب خواهد شد. He said. برش میگه. But the chef was still afraid. اما سرآشپز هنوز میترسید.
started to work together. They began to bond.
Then they started to work together. بعد اونا شروع کردن که یک جا کار کنن. They began to bond. و اونا یعنی به هم پیوندن و دوست شدن. Again, the chef started to panic. The apprentice tried to assure him everything will be okay, he said. But the chef was still afraid. Then they started to work together. They began to bond.
The chef told the apprentice what to do.
The chef told the apprentice what to do. سرآشپز برای شاگرد جوانش میگفت که باید چی کنه.
The boy cooked a great meal.
The boy cooked a great meal. بچه یک غذای بسیار عالی درست کرد.
As soon as they finished, the emperor arrived.
As soon as they finished, the emperor arrived. یعنی زودتر اونا خلاص شدن، تمام کردن آشپزی را و امپراتور رسید.
He wore a beautiful robe made of soft fibers.
He wore a beautiful robe made of soft fibers. یعنی او لباس بسیار مقبول پوشیده بود که از یک تکه بسیار نرم ساخته شده بود.
He also had a massive crown.
He also had a massive crown. Crown یعنی یک تاج بسیار بزرگ به سرش داشت.
Everyone in the restaurant kneeled when the emperor came in.
Everyone in the restaurant knelt when the emperor came in. همگی در رستوران زانو زدن وقتی که امپراتور داخل شد.
The chef and the boy brought out his food.
The chef and the boy brought out of his food. سرآشپز با بچگک غذایشان بیرون آوردن.
The emperor was used to luxuries.
The emperor was used to luxuries. خب امپراتور عادت داشت به عیش و ساعتوری و سرگرمی عادت داشت.
Would he like the food?
Would he like the food? گفت که یعنی غذا را خوش خواهد کرد. Once again listen. Everyone in the restaurant knelt when the emperor came in. The chef and the boy brought out his food. The emperor was used to luxuries. Would he like the food? یعنی گفتن که آیا او غذا را دوست داره؟
The chef and the boy brought out his food. The emperor was used very proud and very thankful to his new friend, the apprentice.
The emperor loved the food. خب امپراتور غذا دوستش آمد، خوشش آمد. After his departure, the chef was very proud and very thankful to his new friends. خب بعد از اینکه پس از رفتن امپراتور سرآشپز بسیار مغرور بود و از دوست جدیدش که شاگرد نوش بود بسیار سپاسگزار شد. Loved the food. After his departure, the chef was very proud and very thankful to his new friend, the apprentice. خب دوستای عزیز، این بود درس امروز شما که بخش داستان بود و یونت 14 کتاب سوم شما که خدمت شما تقدیم کردم. امیدوار هستم که درس مورد علاقه تان قرار گرفته باشه و برای حمایت از چینل فراموش نکنین چنل با دوستایتان شیر کنین تا اونام سابسکرایب کنن و نظریاتشون با ما شیر کنن. روزتان خوش. خداوند یار و مددگارتان.